Welcome to Meet the Vegans in a new series of podcasts. And this week we talk about the Batman suits. So, we're going to start off in chronological order.
Yeah.
And we're going to go for live action suits. We're not going to include the snippet of one that was in the last episode of Gotham, and we're not going to include the one from final episode of Titans. We are going to just go for movies and the series that we know of.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so we're going to start off with the 1943 suit.
We certainly are.
I mean...
And they're a lovely pair of jars.
I mean, to be fair...
I get it.
For 1943...
Yeah.
This was shit hot.
Definitely. If you're a child in 1943, this
would have been amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got the bat symbol on it. I mean, the utility belt is probably the best bit about it. I mean, even though it's in black and white, you can tell it's gold. You can actually tell it's proper gold. I mean, I'll give it credit. His ears are not even.
Yeah, but they weren't in the comics.
No.
So.
But and I get it. It looks good for a 1943 effort. I'd be impressed. I'd be impressed. I mean, if I was reading those comics,
Even
I'd be
if
like,
he is wearing me mum's fucking high boots.
This is Batman. I'd be like, this is Batman.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be denying the fact that.
I wouldn't be like, this is fucking shit.
I mean, now,
like, this is the first one.
If they made a Batman film and he appeared like that, now you'd be like, what the fuck?
Who the fuck let this guy loose? Jesus Christ.
Should he be coming to my kid's party?
But if this is the first one, so yeah,
it's good.
It's acceptable.
But it's got that classic Batman kind of skin tight suit. I mean, we know he's got these suits. He's got like 150 suits throughout the comics, and it fits into one of them. It's not like it doesn't fit in. It is classic. It's got the big utility belt.
Look a bit like I can't see fuck all.
Yeah, it's like that fabric cowl. Just like, hey guys, you're gonna have to tell me which way to go.
Go left. Okay. He's out of the window. He goes.
I mean, his gauntlets are made of fabric.
Yeah.
It's the 40s, for fuck's sake. I'd have been impressed.
I would have been impressed.
But
seeing it now, it is a bit laughable.
Yeah, it's like someone that had
it's
come to a kid's
like
entertainment.
ordering Christian Bale's fucking Batsuit on eBay, and then this turns up. You know what I mean? It's like
I paid $2,000 for this fucking thing.
Didn't even bother sending me an Adam West one. Fucking 1943.
I mean, I'm even impressed that the bat symbol is actually central
good,
chest.
That is good. I like that one than the Adam West one, actually.
Yeah, but I think, the Adam West, when we get to the Adam West, the Adam West one's like literally belly button, virtually, so.
But I like that. That's nice. Yeah.
Right, so let's move on to 1949. And again, someone fucking turned up at my house in this and went, I paid $2,000 for this suit. I'd be like, dude, you need to fucking check.
You need to put your money away, mate.
Where did this come from? Fucking AliExpress. I've got it off Wish, mate.
Still again, I'd be impressed with this at the time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the bat symbol is a lot bigger.
The ears are a little better on this one. The cowl's a little bit better, a little bit more even. Refined.
You can see out of it.
You can definitely see out of this one.
His cape is bigger.
Yeah.
I like a big Batman cape.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not into the one like when they make the Superman and it's like half a fucking body cape. I'm not into that. I do not like that.
The belt looks a little
bit tight. It's a bit smaller, this one. I think the most impressive thing is the bat symbol on the chest.
Yeah, it's a bit bigger.
It's more pronounced.
Yeah. And you can see.
And the cape, and the cape. You can't really see the gauntlets too well, but they look like thick welding gloves.
Yeah.
Don't they? So
I've been smelting some man. Not again, Batman.
and I like the fact that the cape comes more round to the front.
Yeah.
It's more over the chest kind of part.
He does look like Rick Mail in that episode of Bottom.
It's just the ears putting out like that
yeah.
get me.
Where he's wearing that devil outfit. Definitely. But yeah, the cowl, again, it's like the same as sort of Adam West again. You can see they've done the front and then they've done the back.
Yeah, definitely. But again, if I was a kid in 1949,
Yeah.
I'd be more than impressed. I'd
Definitely.
be very excited to see that, especially on TV.
Yeah,
You'd
because
be
it is
more
an
than
update
impressed.
to the other one.
Yeah,
Definitely.
of course it is. And it has got some better features. Cape and cowl especially, and the bat symbol being a lot more pronounced.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1966, Adam West Batman. Now, for me...
This is pretty normal for me because I grew up with it on
definitely.
repeat, on TV.
I mean, for me, I like this. It's the lycra suit. It's got big utility belt back.
on it
And I think that's the
everything
appeal.
in it.
It's got everything in it. It had his grappling hook in it whenever him and Robin were climbing up that building.
Walking on the floor with capes that had wire in them.
I mean, the cape is a little bit shorter, but I think on this one, the gauntlets are more pronounced and they look better. The gauntlets, definitely better. I'm not too into the
eyebrows on the cow.
Yeah, I don't know why they had to emphasise that. It was probably because when they were doing the test film, there was no real facial features, so they put the eyebrows on to give it that. I like the ears; they're more on the side, they're more pointy upwards.
Yeah.
The downside is that bat symbol in them. It's kind of sternum, innit? It's kind of going between chest and stomach, and it should have been higher.
A bit higher up.
But I liked it.
Yeah.
I like the fact it's that thin lycra suit. We're still maintaining that same suit throughout.
Yeah, the pajama look.
Yeah, I mean, I had fucking pajamas like that, and I was pretty impressed. So
I was Batman.
I'm Batman.
Hey, well, he didn't sound like that.
No, at that time you'd have gone.
Come now, Robin, let's go fight crime.
But no, I do like the 1966. I think it's very warming. It's that very early childlike one.
It works.
Yeah, it worked a treat.
Yeah, but like I said, if this guy come back into action, nowadays you'd be
No, but if he turned up at my birthday party, I'd be impressed. Yeah, so if he turned up at my kid's birthday party, I'd be like, you get the fuck out.
And the kids would be like, who the fuck's
He-Man! He-Man! Right, so this for me is where things change. 1989, Tim Burton's version, Michael Keaton in the suit. This is the suit of my childhood. This is what I remember.
Yeah.
For me, everything about it. The cowl was amazing.
You've even got the car in there as well, like the Batmobile. But like the Batmobile from 1966, I was impressed with as a kid. When this come out,
This was shit up.
That blew my mind.
It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing.
That is a Batmobile.
Yeah, that is it. I mean, for me, I love the fact that everything about this suit, as much as it's all black and it's rubber, the only highlights are the bat symbol, which does have a weird arse on the back.
It does on this one.
But it doesn't on Batman Returns.
Yeah.
And the utility belt, I thought the utility belt in this was amazing, especially when he uses the grappling hook and he goes up and he's got Vicky Vale. Yes, and this was cool. The gauntlets on this, everything about it was the more pronounced Batman. This is the leather cape, everything about it, even coming round to the chest plate, very Batman Noir. And it was really, I love it. Yeah, this is the suit of my childhood.
Yes.
Yeah, and that is all I remember. Even though, it's black and rubber, and when you watch it now, you do see the odd wrinkle. But being then, this brings back memories. I was fucking 7 years old. I remember seeing this movie. I was sat in McDonald's on my birthday. My mum took me out of school to go and watch this fucking movie. They didn't have any Batmobiles left in Argos, so she bought me the Batwing. Yeah, and I remember sitting there having this day off. Yeah. I remember being sat in McDonald's, and my fucking grandma and granddad walked in, and me and grandma was like, "What are you doing off school?" And mum was like, "Never mind." But that's the distinct memory I have of this film. It's like where people talk when you get the older, like the people that are a little bit older than us, and they say they went to watch Star Wars at the cinema. This is the movie I remember going to the cinema and watching.
And everyone slated Michael Keaton for trying to play it as well.
No way.
He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it.
No way.
He was more of a comedy actor and that. But this, he fucking
nails
it. Both parts, Bruce Wayne and Batman. Man. He fucking nails it.
Bob Dunn.
Yeah.
Bob Dunn?
Bob Dunn.
Bob on.
Yeah, I like this one.
So,
childhood.
Yeah, definitely.
And the abs on it as well. Bit different
pronounced.
To
this
one.
So when we move on to Batman Returns, the suit has just slightly changed. Bigger symbol.
Yeah.
And the ribs
over a little bit more as well.
Yes, and we find the belt's the same, but the chest plate has changed.
Yeah.
We've got the separation of
he's
it.
updated his
Yeah,
armour,
it's
right?
like he's able now to move, even though he's still got the solid
He's
cowl.
still got that.
But the cowl was slightly different as well. It had
Yeah.
that more pronounced facial expression.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. Plus, as well, it gave that thought of more vulnerability, especially when Catwoman gets older and she gets her claws in him.
Finds the bit that
Yeah,
isn't protected.
yeah. That was really good. That was really clever to kind of show the different suits that Batman was going through.
Yeah.
I like the emphasis on that, and it was really good. Again, not long after,
And this one has the glider on it as well.
Yes, yeah. I loved it. I mean, this for me, like I said, for me, these are my childhood Batman suits.
I mean, this film gets slated. I loved it.
Well,
For a second Batman
I love
film,
it, yeah.
was like, yes,
Batman
that's
Returns.
fucking Batman again. And that's
Even
fucking
to this day.
Catwoman, and that's the Penguin. That is the Penguin.
Matt Shrek. What can I say?
Matt
Matt Shrek. Yeah, he was an awesome
Not
character.
going into fucking Christopher Walken impressions.
No, because I'm shit at that.
Yes.
So after Batman Returns comes
Here we go.
Batman Forever. Now the first
Yeah.
suit, right? The suit that Val Kilmer first wears, it's not bad. The downside is it's got fucking nipples.
Yeah.
Why do we need nipples on the
don't know.
outside of a fucking batsuit? We
don't
don't.
know.
I did like this. I like the symbol. I like the fact they've gone for a darker, more elongated ears.
Yeah.
I did like that. The cowl kept the kind of expressions on the face like from the previous film,
Yeah.
but the suit felt like an all-in-one.
Especially in the film as well. It just does not work
No.
in that film.
No, but the suit.
If this
feels
was
like,
a Tim Burton film, it might have worked.
but it would.
But because of all the colours and that Joel Schumacher threw in there, you know, with like the gangs and that, they all like neon lights and all that lot. It just, for me, it just didn't
work.
gel. It's
It
like
was that-
it was two different worlds.
It was the
almost.
Two-Face and Riddler,
Riddler.
emphasis
Yeah.
that brought that movie down. For me, the suit feels like an all-in-one, which
Yeah.
is really weird, isn't it? Because when you look at it, it looks,
Looks
all-in-one.
like it all
it's
in
just
one.
that belt that kind of separates it, but it's not. It's got the cod piece. Everything looks all-in-one. I wasn't too into the real muscle
tone,
definition
yeah, there's
down
no
the
need for
stomach.
it.
There's no. We don't need that. Batman.
Like with the Michael Keaton one, the first one has it, not too much.
but
the second one,
takes
it's
it
like
away.
an armour sort of
Yeah.
thing, and this one just brings it back and it looks too
it's like
much.
it's like they tried to go for the lycra, but it's not.
Yeah.
And it's just a bit weird.
Yeah, I didn't
And
like
then
this film.
obviously no.
It had parts that I liked, but then, yeah.
And then obviously this is where things start to change because in the Batman Forever, Batman Robin, we started getting a second Batsuit
Yeah.
in the movie. So Val Kilmer then wears the second Batsuit. Now,
What the fuck is that?
yeah, it's like
What is that?
I get the cape, right, where the cape's attached, right? I can understand that.
Yeah.
It's just that bat symbol molded into the suit again, and it's got those.
I don't mind the whole moulded thing.
Right,
like,
and the
into
thing is,
suit,
right, my
but
mum
it's
had a
just-
fucking pair of gloves like that, black leather gloves, right, and that's what when I was growing up, and she used to wear these fucking gloves.
It's
When
like
I was like,
old women gloves.
yeah, I'd nick them. I'd be like, I'm fucking
fucking
Batman.
Batman.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But it was the only thing that I remember. I don't like the cowl.
No.
The cowl is like, I just don't. Why put fucking markings into the fucking
Yeah,
ears?
what's the whole fucking zigzag?
Yeah, and it was just weird, and like the kind of symbiotic
What's the
fucking.
fucking legs things as well? What are them?
Well, it's kind of like it's HR Giga.
Yeah, I was
And it's
thinking
like,
that.
Why? Why have we done that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It does
no.
look like an alien head as well. That his
Yeah.
fucking his six pack.
Yeah, and
With
again,
the two
we've got
things
that-
next to it looks like an alien.
And we've
head.
got a giant fucking
or a
cod
brain
piece
with a
again.
fucking headphone set on.
And I don't get the fucking bat belt. It doesn't look like a utility belt.
No, it just looks like a fucking belt with a belt buckle.
Yeah, and it's weird. And this giant fucking cod piece. Do you know what they actually look like? Them pants,
Well,
Reebok fucking tracky bottoms.
yeah. Well, popper pants. Which were big at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, I just
I
do
don't like
not.
this
I
one.
don't like that one.
Yeah.
So then we move on to Batman and Robin. George Clooney. Now, if you look at this picture, right?
It's got the nipples again.
Hang on,
No,
though. Look at the picture. Doesn't it look like George Clooney's wearing high heels?
It does. Look like George Clooney's wearing high heels.
mean, Don't get me wrong. I think George Clooney played a better Bruce Wayne than Val Kilmer.
Definitely.
The suit, the beginning suit, again, is better than I'd say the two Val Kilmer suits. It's
Yeah.
the fucking nipples.
Yes, the
There's
nipples
no
again.
need.
What's that bat symbol about, man?
Well, it's trying to be the yellow one, but embedded.
It looks shit.
But it's just.
I can't even tell that it's a bat symbol.
But I like the fact it was that bluey black tinge. I like that.
That's not too bad, but
it's just.
They got rid of some of the things on the gauntlets as well, haven't they?
Yeah, they kind of made it into one kind of like it's a shark fin.
Isn't this the one where they have the back credit card?
Yes.
Like trying to bring it back to the 1966.
I mean, I had a lot of respect for Joel Schumacher.
Up until that point.
Up until Batman Forever.
Yeah.
When he shat on
all
the Batman
over
series.
Batman.
He just might as well have fucking... I don't even know. He just rubbed it in your face, really.
Just a bit.
So, I mean, the first suit that obviously George Clooney wears... It's acceptable.
It's sort of like the norm.
It's acceptable.
Batsuit.
It's just them. It's just that muscle definition.
Yeah, a little bit too much.
And the nipples. There's no need
and
for
that bat symbol, I can't even fucking see. Really.
No. And then we move on to the second Batman and Robin suit. And... right. Jesus Christ. It's like
look at the cod pieces.
Look how sharp they are. Like, what's all that about?
But it's like it's gone medieval.
It's like when I saw this one, I thought
Asriel, when he takes over from Batman.
Yeah.
He wears that sort of thing. You know, it's all like
It's
jagged. It has them jagged points to it. But this is the one. Is this one with Arnold Schwarzenegger in?
Yeah, it's Dr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze, yeah, Dr. Freeze, whatever.
It's that silver blue contrast. It's going for that Giga kind of look again, mixed with medieval, and it
is on sort of Alicia Silverstone's one, like around the sort of waist.
Yeah, but if you looked at her, right, hers is more acceptable because it's minimalistic silver.
Yeah.
If it was,
I don't know about the mask being silver. Maybe that should have been black.
But if it was kind of that purple stage,
yeah.
I think that'd have been all right. But what? It's just.
I mean, the ears are. They look because they're like shaded with the fucking silver, and it looks like he's a sphinx or something, or like one of them Egyptian dogs. Look at it. Like you see it. Like, what the fuck's that about?
I'm just not into it. I just don't get when Joel Schumacher was going through these two movies. And someone designed these fucking Batman suits.
With this silver.
They clearly were not fans of Batman.
Yeah.
It
What's
was
that
that
all over his arms as well?
It's like...
Is that like camouflage or something?
Oh, I don't know.
It's supposed to be. What
It'd
is
be
that? Why is he the only one with it?
He's the Dark Knight coming out of shadows.
Yeah.
You fucking see him a mile off twinkling in the fucking street lights or moonlight.
What's that
you?
over there? Looks like a Sphinx dog. Just kill it.
Jesus Christ. It's just... Yeah, it's not good. Not good at all.
No. That cod piece, though, Jesus.
Oh, Christ, no. Then we move on to Christopher Nolan's Batman Begins. Now, I enjoyed this suit. This is something that, coming from like a year one into...
Perspective sort of thing.
Wayne Enterprises, I need your help kind of stuff. It's very rubbery.
Yeah.
It's very moulded. It's very cowl is one section, which is quite admittedly he can't turn his neck in it.
Yeah, it shows
I love
that
the
in the movie.
description of it. It is a kind of an all-in-one suit, and we admit that. Even the utility belt, for me, I think, is what stands out in this suit.
Yeah.
It has that feel of a utility belt. I even like the cape, the fabric cape. It's got that essence of he is the Dark Knight. He's prowling around at night and he will hide in the shadows.
Also, that cape has a purpose as well, doesn't it?
Yes.
So,
but
it's nice to see an
everything
actual
about
fabric
it,
cape
yes.
rather than like a rubber or a
leather shitty thing. Everything about it, I think I enjoyed about this suit.
Yeah.
The admittance in the movie of I can't turn my neck.
Yeah.
It's a solid suit. You know, everything about it that's rubber is, for me, stands out. And even the bat symbol embedded, it's very dark.
You see that one
Knight.
looks all right.
It's very Dark Knight, that. You know, the comic Dark Knight symbol.
And it hasn't... Yeah, it's got a bit of that sort of Giga-esque sort of thing to it.
It's got the muscle tone, but it looks like going back to...
It doesn't look as bad as
Batman.
what fucking Val Kilmer and George
it's
Clooney
got that
wore.
armour layer.
Yeah.
It's got that armour layer look, and
it's
it's
like
very
everything
good.
has a purpose.
Yeah, definitely. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And then we obviously move on to the Dark Knight Christopher Nolan movie.
Which I like even more.
Yes,
because it's more armoured.
This is armoured. And it's got, again, the vulnerability of between the plates, but it's enough armour to deflect a bullet.
You can see all the armour as well.
Yeah.
The shoulder pads, the
Again.
chest plates, the abdomen plate, and all
Again.
that. Like, different pieces that all piece together.
it's that utility belt again that stands out.
Yeah.
It's what separates that suit from probably all the rest.
Yeah.
It stands out a mile. It's there for a purpose.
Yeah.
The gauntlets are there for a purpose.
Purpose.
Even the gloves, the knuckle protectors, just motorcycle gloves. That's all they
Yeah.
are. And it is using what is available in this world.
Yeah.
And as much as they talk about being Kevlar plated, blah 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 blah, you could get that. You could buy that. You could source
And hopefully
all of them.
the 1943 one won't turn up.
Might cost you a couple of grand, that, but
Yeah.
if you turn up with the 1943, you'd
The
be like,
cowl again is like a Keaton one.
very much so.
It is a little bit smaller, but it's
But
like
I
a
think-
Keaton one. It's
but I
got that
think-
same sort of round the face and that.
But I think
The
the
mouth
kind
is
of
a little bit smaller.
yeah, and for me, I think the Christian Bale Batman was a more slender wear. Like Keaton was kind of short and stocky.
Yeah.
Bale is very tall,
Yeah.
thin. He's quite. You would imagine him being ripped under there from all the fucking shit he's having to do, climbing shit and fucking all sorts. And you imagine the history of Batman when he has to go before he comes back to Gotham and he goes and does all this training in the snow and stuff like that. You would imagine that under there he's a scarred, ripped fucking bastard. I love that suit. I think the Dark Knight suit for me is probably one of my favourites out of them all.
Yeah.
It just shows what the thought process that's gone into it. What do I need to become
To
this?
protect myself.
Exactly,
And,
yeah.
to get around the city with ease.
I think that is very good indeed.
Yeah.
And then we have the Dark Knight Rises, which has improved on the armour.
Yeah.
And the
Legs look a little bit weird.
it was the legs that let it down, I think, because... But don't forget, though, the Dark Knight Rises was quite a fucking dark film. When Batman was in them scenes, it's very dark. Like when he fights Bane in the sewer, it's a dark scene.
It's a dark scene,
You
yeah,
don't,
so
it's
you don't
only,
really see it.
It's only the scene outside Gotham City Hall, I think, where you actually see him in daylight.
Yeah.
So, and it is a fight scene. It's not really anything else.
Yeah, but again, it looks a bit more stockier, like wider, the shoulders and that, like a bit wider
But it's
to protect.
more armour. I think it's more
protect him,
armour.
yeah.
I think they've kind of emphasised the fact that we know Bane is
He's
strong as
yeah.
fuck.
And
So
he's beaten. And you need more
exactly.
fucking armour.
And again, that utility belt
Centerpiece
is
again, isn't it?
consistent.
Yeah.
It's consistent throughout all three of the movies.
Yeah.
It acts as a utility belt. You can see the fact that this is a utility belt.
Yeah.
It's
With stuff
got
on it.
Yeah, it's got all the capsules on it. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Fabric cape again.
Again, but again,
Has a purpose.
it has a purpose, and that's what I liked about it. Every essence of these suits were described in the movies.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
And it gave that actual
The only problem I have with Christian Bale's one is the mouthpiece is a little bit too small. I think it could have been a little bit
round
wider.
here. Yeah,
No, round
it's
the
just
mouth.
round
There's
here.
There's some scenes where it's like slightly off.
Yeah.
And it looks like his
But do you
mouth's
not
coming
feel-
out
do
sort
you
of
not feel
like the
that's
side.
more to keep his face protected.
I get it, yeah, but it's like some scenes just sort of
Too much.
When I watch it, my eyes are like, well, that looks a little bit
Yeah.
weird. Like his mouth's coming out the side of his mouthpiece, basically.
Yeah.
Rather than the central of it. Yeah. But I don't mind it. Yeah, good scenes.
Really good.
Yeah. Have a purpose and that, definitely. Knuckles again, aren't there?
Yeah, and motorcycle gloves.
Knee pads.
Yeah. But it's good. It shows that he's protecting himself. But we know he's battered in this movie.
Yeah.
He's really battered.
Yeah, he's come back from having his ass kicked.
Yeah. Okay, so now we move on to the Batman versus Superman suit with Ben Affleck in the suit. Now,
It has its issues, but I didn't mind it.
do you know what? If I'm being honest, I like this suit.
Yeah, I didn't mind
it's
it.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
It is what I remember from the Dark Knight Returns, comic, the animated
When I first
movies.
saw it, it's like the ears are a little bit small, but when you see it in the film, it's like
It's acceptable. It's
yeah,
good.
It works.
Everything about it, again, they've evolved.
But he's called him what was it, Fat Man or whatever.
Yeah.
But he is actually quite
Big,
buff.
but when you go back to the Dark Knight Returns, Batman is an older Batman there, which is what they're aiming for in this movie.
Yeah.
He was a bigger dude, and
yeah.
they've made that.
Yeah.
I can't deny
I can't deny him that. Yeah.
the suit and the portrayal of Batman in this movie,
Yeah.
and the look of him anyway, was really good.
Yep.
Everything about it, utility belt, again, it's got that classic. It is that
It's
classic
got the
pouches.
around it.
The bat symbol on the chest, it just screams the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked about it. It's got that solid cowl. which it does move. It's got the more open part of the
Open
cowl.
pout, yeah, like a green one.
And that's what I liked about it. It
Yeah.
was really good.
Yeah, I didn't mind the Batsuit in this. I thought it was all right. It was fine.
Yeah.
Better
Really
than fucking
enjoyed
George
it.
Clooney's and Val Kilmer's.
Definitely. Now, the other suit that obviously came in this movie was the armor suit,
The armor suit.
which we knew was out and about there.
Yeah. I've already seen this in comics and animation
and I mean,
anyway. So.
it was.
But it worked. It was fine. I
think-
just
I
didn't
think-
like the scene.
I think I think the main thing that gave this the real essence of the bat armor was the cowl, the helmet. It just screamed what you'd seen in the especially the comics.
Yeah.
It was what it needed to be. It was that
Yeah.
torn cape. It was a piece of armor. This is utilizing the information that any Batman fan
This
would
is
know.
Bruce Wayne terrified of an alien
yeah.
that can beat the fuck out of him.
And this is his way of fighting back.
Yeah.
And it shows that capability that the fans know that Batman has 150 suits.
Yeah, and he
it
is
was-
human.
Yeah, and
And only human.
and that's what I liked about it. As much as
It's just that film, innit? It just
it's
lets him
bad.
down.
Even don't get me wrong, the extended version was better,
A little bit better, yeah.
but it was still bad.
But it's still bad, yeah, definitely.
Then, obviously, what I do like, then we move on to the Justice League Batsuit, which is the tactical suit.
Yeah. Now, when I first saw this, I thought, well, that's just a take on fucking Night Owl from Watchmen.
Yeah, it is.
'cause
You
that's
look
what
at
it
the
looks
cowl.
like.
Look at the cowl. It is.
And I know that, but
Watchmen.
Night Owl is based around. He is the Batman of that storyline.
Zack
Do you know what I mean?
Snyder, director.
Yeah, no, I'm
both.
just saying he is. Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
in the comics, I mean, as well.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what he looks like in the
And
comics.
I like the tactical suit. Again, it's that, it's a piece of armor.
Yeah.
It's got its flaws, but he needs it for a reason.
Yeah,
and
it
it's
works.
usable, and it works. It bloody works. And I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy the film,
No.
but I liked the suit, and I
suit,
like
yeah.
the fact we've got the eye covers with the computer inside.
Yeah.
We're seeing that. We need to see that more because we see it a lot in the comics. We don't see it enough in the
films,
movies,
yeah.
and that is where I think we've got to start pushing towards.
Yeah, like the Iron Man thing,
Yeah,
where you see him in the helmet.
yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah.
For its time, it was amazing. And now this, and I think we're taking a step forward. So that is
Hopefully.
well, hopefully, yeah. So that is the Batman suit so far. So what we're going to do now is we shall watch the little video of the new Batsuit with Robert Pattinson in. And then we're going to talk about some little leaked photographs that we've just seen today. And yeah, we'll go for it because it's new. It's something fresh. It's something we've not seen before. So let's watch the little clip. So if you haven't already seen this, I'd suggest go and watch it. I mean, the clip starts with just a red video, really, isn't
Red,
it?
it's
just
very
red.
fucking red.
And it's all out of focus. And then you start seeing
bits and
what
bobs.
we think is Batman coming through.
Or is it Daredevil?
It could be, it could be
Could be
Daredevil.
No idea.
No, oh, shit, there's a bat symbol. What we look like a bat symbol. And this suit looks very homemade, very much made out of metal.
Yeah.
And
Well,
he
apparently
moves.
that's Joe Chill's gun.
Right.
He's put on his chest.
Oh, cool.
Apparently.
Right.
That's what I've heard. I could be
Right,
wrong.
cool.
On that. But yeah, he's carrying like what sort of killed his mum and
Right.
dad close to his chest to protect Gotham. That's what I've heard. I could be wrong on it. Comment
That's
down
a
below.
fucking cool idea.
But
I've not
if
heard
it's- I'm
that.
pretty sure it was Kevin Smith that come up with that idea. In one of the comics he wrote for Batman.
Ooh,
But yes.
that is just pure
But if
excitement
it is
on
the
that.
gun and that in there, then yeah,
Definitely.
I like that idea of like, this is what killed my parents. I'm wearing it on my chest.
Yeah.
To protect me and keep the fucking city safe. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I liked in that video how his shoulders move. You got to see that little bit of the shoulder movement.
Yeah,
so
he's got the armor again,
they've
hasn't he?
thought about what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really see much of the cowl in that video, do you?
You see the stitching and everything. I like that.
So, I think I've got a clearer picture here of the cowl. Now, I like it. It looks homemade. It looks rugged. It looks imperfect. It's not perfected. It's a bad mask.
It is a bad mask.
But
Oh,
it works, and you can see the stitching in it.
Yeah.
I like it. We are in what we call year 2. That's what they're aiming for in the Batman. Is the year 2.
I like the collar on it as well.
He's
I like
learning,
the
yeah,
cape, sort of
everything about it. He's learning from what he
Oh,
needs, this is a raw Batman. This is what we need. We need to see these this image of what he's coming up with. And I mean, like you said when we watched Lighthouse, for us at that moment, I think Robert Pattinson would have been a shit Batman.
Yeah.
But after watching The Lighthouse, I'm definitely going to give him a chance.
Yeah.
So another quick photo is of the chest plate, where you can see it's very mechanical, very made of metal. Obviously, I do believe that we're going to see him lag in this movie because it's going to be a fucking heavy suit.
So when I first saw it, because it's got this, like 2 clips that come down there,
Yeah.
I thought, that's his batarang.
Yeah. Ooh.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I first thought, and then I read that about it's
gun.
chill gun. But I thought like, that's how he gets his batarangs out. He's like, fuck off. And then he puts it.
Yeah, that's a real fucking good idea.
That's what I thought when I first
See,
saw
I like
it.
the fact of seeing this though because it's going to be a real fucking heavy suit, and he's going to struggle to fight at points. He's going to struggle to have that agility. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how he does maneuver in this suit and the struggles that he has.
Yeah.
So, obviously, the next picture now, this is what was released today. This is a shot, you'll see again in a minute, with the motorcycle. We truly are seeing a piece of armour.
Yeah.
You're seeing everything about it. You're seeing leather around his neck to protect his neck. You've got the big shoulders.
Jacket.
Yes, like biker jacket.
And then like
He's got big shoulder pads.
Fucking stuff to it.
Yeah.
To protect him, like a chest piece, the shoulder. I'm liking it.
Yeah, it's very raw, and I like the fact we've got them goggles in the mask. As much as it's very old school, the ears are very cylindrical and pointy.
Yeah, very pointy.
And the mask is raw. It's that stitching on it. Yeah. You can tell it is homemade. And you can already see in this picture that the suit has got some wear to it.
Oh, yeah.
So we know he's been doing stuff in it. This is his first suit.
These falls or whatever.
Yep. And we know, and the other piece of information we've had is... No, exactly. We don't want it shiny. Which we do see in a lot of the Batman movies.
It's very worn.
Yeah.
Either he's thrown it or he's had that for a long
time. Or he's landed on his chest a lot.
Yeah.
Obviously, we do know so far from rumours that we are going to see another Batsuit by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Which hopefully is going to be a good suit. But so far, I'm liking this suit.
That. Yeah.
So this next picture... Oh, let me find it. Oh, I had it then.
You had it and then he lost it.
Jesus Christ. There we go. So... This is a bit more of a pulled out shot of the previous one we've just seen, and we get to see the bat bike in it.
Yeah.
The actual windshield is got the ears on it.
Yeah. No windshield in it, but yeah.
But it's got that very 1960s kind of bat bike.
Yeah, it looks like an old. Looks like a Triumph.
But it is from what I've seen, it's like it's going for that.
It looks like an old bike, not a new bike. This looks like an
but
old
we're sitting
bike.
in that era of the 90s again. That's what we're looking at. Is the era of the 90s.
I mean, I'm looking at it like it's a little bit.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh, definitely. You could see that coming definitely from the 70s or 80s, if not before. So, but I'm liking the look of it. But it's heavily modified. It's got a big fat tire on the front.
Yeah.
So. And it obviously, where the engine's coming out the side, there's a compartment or something there. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm liking it. I am liking it a lot. But it's nice to see a bit more of a shot of Batman on the way out. He's got really odd gauntlets that actually look like crossbow bolts in there. So it's like...
some weapon or something.
He might not have got batarangs yet.
Yeah.
So...
Almost like Black Widow. Like, he bumped into Black Widow, like them gauntlets can have them.
Yeah, you don't need him anymore.
You don't need him, you're dead.
I'm having him.
I'll have him for this movie. And that's fine.
Yeah, I really, really like that suit. I think we're going to see another Batman Begins, really. A Batman Year 1, but it's going to be Year 2. So, and then the other pictures that have recently been leaked are obviously of the gang and the killing. So we do know this is based around... What's it called again? The
Long Halloween.
Yep. So we know we're going to miss the first couple of murders in that, and we're going to jump straight from Halloween and go on from there because that's where the story really does kick in.
Like they said, he's going to do a lot of detective work in that, which I think is missing.
Yes, definitely. You don't see that. Detective.
You don't actually see him detecting shit.
No, and I think this is where we need to start pulling it in because obviously he is after the murder. Yeah. So we're going to start seeing that a lot better. And I'm kind of looking forward to seeing the Riddler in this movie as well as the Penguin. You remember Detroit Rock City?
Yeah.
You remember the drummer? with the blonde hair. His mum is the one. His mum's the crazy one.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, him.
Okay.
Sam something.
Okay.
So again, now you've got a picture of what can only be described as what looks like as a 1990s GCPD.
Definitely.
And I'm looking for. I mean, the rumor is that it is set around that 90s era.
Yeah.
So if that is the case, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm hoping that we're going to see a real good homage to kind of like 89 Batman, because the cop cars look very 90ish, GCPD look very 90ish. I know there's going to be a Halloween party. Obviously this is all being filmed in Glasgow right now, and like you said, no, it's Glasgow.
And they're doing shooting in Liverpool as
Yep.
well, or around that area somewhere.
So I really would like to see, you said you can have be an extra in it though, didn't you?
Be an extra in it, yeah.
We'll have to look into that.
Properly, yeah.
Definitely have to look
in
into
March.
that. And obviously,
Northwest.
not far. And obviously, this picture now is another one at the gang.
On the floor.
Is of the murder in the
he's been
park.
murdered, alright, okay.
So I am kind of looking forward to seeing where we go with this.
Yeah, I want to know who them folks are. Like,
Yeah. I think, but we're going to start seeing that. We didn't. That's one thing we kind of lacked. We kind of got it in the kind of later 90s movies, was the gang part of it. Yeah. We never really saw that. I mean, we tried to see a little bit of it in The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
And The Dark Knight Rises, but it didn't.
I get it. It comes off a little bit cheesy sometimes, but it works in Batman.
It works in Batman.
Returns.
But it just shows, because of that Arkham era, it does show what that's like, and I do like that. And apparently this is going to show Arkham as well.
Right.
They've actually found an actual mental hospital in Glasgow that's derelict, and they're going to use it as Arkham, and it does look like Arkham.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm really looking forward to seeing this. And that is pretty much it for the Batsuits. Yeah. Obviously, we've given a couple of leaks away of what's come out recently, so if we can find any more leaks, we might do that in another podcast.
Yep.
To keep up with it, because obviously this is going to be big for us, the Batman 21. So I would definitely like to see more leaks, and if we can get our hands on being an extra in Liverpool, you know. You never know, you might see us in the Batman. Yeah, you never. I don't know how I'd react. We're not worthy.
Stay calm, mate.
Yeah,
Stay
sorry.
calm.
Oh, right. Is that what you do?
Calm,
Okay.
mate. Stay calm. I'll be saying that. I'm like, we're not worthy.
So, if you agree or disagree with whatever we've said about these suits, hit us up in them comments below. If you haven't already, please subscribe and smash that like button.
Smash it up.
I've been Anthony.
And
And remember, hail the vegans.